Hi Aquarius, this is April for Astrolada.com. I'm here with your February 2017 monthly horoscope. I have my lovely board here to demonstrate the planetary activity and how it affects my aquas this month in February. So first of all, we start out with the sun still being in your sign here in Aquarius, in your first house. This is you right here. So what that means is you still have the spotlight on you when it comes to anything in life. You're trying to put yourself out there in any type of way. You're going to be seen. You're going to be noticed. You can be just not focusing as much on other people and mainly focusing on you and what you can do to better your life, better your appearance, or what have you. The sun in the first house is also a time where people feel like initiating more action. I mean, a lot of my Aquariuses had birthdays last month in January, and there was a new moon in your sign at the end of January too, which could have initiated some new beginnings and just birthday time in general for everybody. Or if this is your rising sign, when the sun comes here into your first house, you do feel reborn. You do feel fresh and brand new and like starting new things. You feel so hyped and so energized. Oh, and that reminds me, happiest birthday to my February born Aquariuses. You guys have such awesome energy that I love. You're very unique and very stylish. Usually you do your own thing, you're rebels. I really love that about you guys. So happy birthday this month. So that's what the sun in your sign means. Usually the sun comes back around to where it was when you were born, or the time, like the day you were born or the time you were born. So it's brand new, fresh beginnings for you guys to be initiated while the sun is here. So on the 3rd of February, we have Venus switching signs. She moves from Pisces to Aries. So she moves from your second house of earned income and money to your third house, which is communicating with people on a day-to-day basis, like small talk, like just short conversations with people around your city, your town, your co-workers, or what have you. And Venus, wherever Venus is, it also shows where you can meet love, like if you're open to relationships and dating. So maybe you can meet somebody and fall in love while you're out just running errands, just going to the bank, going to the grocery store, going to the library, doing all of your regular around town, around your vicinity things. You might see a cute grocery store worker, a cute banker, a cute cashier, and they may catch your eye or you catch their eye, and you never know what can happen, Aquarius. So that is a possibility for you. But Venus in the third house is all about variety and things that are quickly changing and ever changing. So if you are an Aquarius that's single, you may feel like dating around a little bit, not fully committing to anybody, just kind of meeting different people, you know, and experiencing different things with different people. If you are in a relationship that's established, Venus in the 3rd is one of those transits where it could be a little bit challenging if you're committed, because you're going to be craving variety and fun. So what I would suggest, if you're partnered up with somebody already, is making sure that you guys get out there and do some different things for once. Go different places. Don't go to the same old restaurant. Don't go where you're comfortable. Like, explore a little more. I mean, Aquarius is open to like zany, quirky, different things. So this is going to be a transit where you're going to feel like enjoying life in a little bit more of a different way. So really take advantage of that, especially if you do have a partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a boo thing. I mean, be a little adventurous, and it's all right to do that. Just don't have your eyes wandering, because the 3rd house energy is having those shifty eyes that are looking around at different people and can't stay focused on one person. So just watch yourself with that, Aquarius, if you are partnered up. On the 6th of February, we have Jupiter, the planet that rules expansion and abundance and seeing life from like a really big, broad perspective and not just like small, everyday, day-to-day stuff. Jupiter brings good luck, brings blessings. He magnifies things bigger in your life wherever he travels. So he is in Libra, which is your 9th house, and he's now moving retrograde. So I know the word retrograde scares the crap out of a lot of people, Aquarius, because of the pop culture infiltration of Mercury retrograde. Oh my God, it's time for chaos. Mercury's retrograde. Well, Mercury is not the only planet that goes retrograde, okay? Some of the other ones do, including Jupiter. And Jupiter is all about opportunity. And retro means going back, bringing back. So if you had any opportunities that revolve around ninth house matters, which are travel, furthering your education, furthering training, just goals that you want to go after that are really big and expansive and to other people they may seem unattainable, but to you, you really believe and have the faith in these goals. You may have an opportunity brought back to you from the past, and maybe something didn't transpire the way you wanted it to. Just you went after something and maybe you were turned down. Well, during Jupiter retrograde, it may come up again, and you may be able to grab that opportunity and it may be yours. Maybe some of my Aquarians wanted to go back to school. Maybe their application was turned down, or some paperwork mishaps happened because of Mercury retrograde or something. So they were like, nah, we're not going to let you into this school. Or maybe you had an opportunity you wanted to take to travel, and for some reason it didn't happen. It didn't go through. But now those opportunities can come back to you. So this is a time also to go over things. That's also what retrogrades are for. Going back over things. Go over your goals again. Your goals that you want to achieve within career, just with life in general. Traveling. I mean, it's all about just seeing life from, the world is yours, Aquarius. So you may have that opportunity again. And this retrograde is going on for several months, for 4 months. It's going to be complete when we hit the beginning of June 2017. So when we get to the 7th of February, we have Mercury, the planet of communication. It rules communication, how you write, type, text, email, all that good stuff. It's also your thinking, your rational, logical thinking. It moves from Capricorn into Aquarius, into your sign. So let me tell you, whatever planet comes into your sign, you're wearing that on you, and you are acting it out, and you're exuding that energy out for everybody to see or hear in this case, because you're embodying the energy of Mercury. So Mercury in the first house. Definitely you're going to be more chatty. Your mind is going to be very busy. It's going to be whizzing around a lot more. It's going to be more active. You're going to be thinking a lot more about changing your life path, because this is the first house. Thinking about how you can better yourself and just better your life in any area that you can think of, because this is your sign. This is you. But yeah, you're definitely going to be more chatty, more busy, more witty and funny, which is a positive thing, and a little more restless. It may be harder to sleep during this transit, but it only lasts for 2 weeks because Mercury moves so quickly. So then he's going to move into Pisces in your second house. So then your mind's on your money, your money's on your mind. You're going to be really thinking about money, how you can manage it better, how you can budget, organize, how you can earn more money also. And wherever Mercury travels, you tend to be more of a busybody and be super busy there. So you're going to be super busy with money, maybe at work, you may have more duties or have to work overtime or something. It's just all about the money during that time. And speaking of that second house, on the 18th of the month, we also have the sun moving out of your sign. So your time to shine is going to be over. Boo. But it's going to move into Pisces in your second house of earned income as well. So this can be a time where some of my Aquarians maybe find another opportunity to make more money, find a better job, find a second job. It can shine more of a brighter light on your finances as well, to give you more ideas on how to manage your money, how not to spend as much. Or some of you guys can be spending a little more, because Mercury is just like woo woo woo, like a little Tasmanian devil, like a little tornado or something, whizzing through things. So maybe he could be whizzing through your bank account. And the sun here maybe makes you want more material wealth, and you may start gathering in more material things, like going shopping a lot more. So it can have either effect, but definitely your money is going to be a big focus. So I almost forgot about Mars. Okay, I almost forgot about Mars. Mars is a planet of action and drive and initiative and physical activity. On the negative side, he can be about being a little aggressive, being a little pushy, impatient. Mars is in its home sign that it rules, in Aries, the whole month of February. Moved into Aries at the end of January. And this is your third house. So third house is the house of the mind. Your mind can be very quick, very quick to act on things when Mars is here in the third house. But luckily, once Venus joins here on the third, Venus is more like, I want the world to be beautiful. I want everybody to get along and everything to be nice, So Venus will help you to play nice. And, your mind won't be so focused on action and be so pointy. Because look at Mars symbol is an arrow, a circle with an arrow, and can be kind of pointing at people sometimes. And Mars in the third can sometimes cause a little bit of conflicts within little groups of people that you're around, like your coworkers, or maybe even with your siblings, can cause a little bit of fights or disagreements. But Venus here will help to be the diplomat and smooth things out and make things a little more pleasant for you. All right, so last but not least, Aquarius, we're going to talk about these eclipses. Whew, eclipses bring huge breakthroughs, huge life changes. I mean, every month we have a full moon, we have a new moon. Those bring changes from one month to the next. But an eclipse, the effects last up to 6 months after the eclipse happens. And you can start feeling the effects, seeing things building up, energy building up, events happening to kind of initiate the eclipse around like a few weeks to a month before it actually happens. So the first eclipse we're going to talk about happens on the 10th or the 11th of February, depending upon what part of the world you're in. That eclipse happens in the sign of Leo. So that means the sun is in Leo. The moon is in Leo. The moon is at 22 degrees Leo. And at that time, the sun is in your sign, which is Aquarius, in your first house. So this is you. The sun here is you, Aquarius. And the moon here is other people. That can mean relationships that you have. Like if you're in a serious relationship, if you're in a one-on-one partnership with somebody, that's Leo. That's your opposite sign where the moon is at. Also, this full moon eclipse is making a trine aspect, which is a very positive aspect. It's being supported by Saturn in Sagittarius up here in your your 11th house of large groups of people, networks. It's like Aquarian type of things, like friends, you're finding your fellow aliens, finding your tribe of like-minded individuals. That's where Saturn's at. And also into Uranus and Aries down here in your third house of communication, of your mind, and of like neighbors, co-workers, cousins, siblings, that type of thing. So it's also being supported by a sextile aspect, which is very positive, to Jupiter, which is in your 9th house of greater opportunities. So we have very social areas of your life being highlighted by this full moon eclipse. We've got your partnerships, your groups, another small groups of people, and also you yourself, all being highlighted, and also greater opportunities. So what this tells me is, the sun and moon are opposing one another. So there has to be a breaking point that is met amongst tension, between this opposition. There has to be an agreement here. It could be that some of my Aquarians that may be in a serious relationship, maybe you are focused on being social and going after greater opportunities, and maybe it's affecting your relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship that's tying you down too much, and my Aquarians are all about freedom, especially freedom to have their friends that they want to have, to travel, to go after greater opportunities. But maybe this relationship is holding you back because this person is just like strict and they want all your attention, which Leo wants a lot of attention. But Aquarius is like, I can't give that to you right now. I'm really trying to move ahead in my life and progress and do some things. You know, that's what these houses that are activated for you are like, pushing you into being like inspired and influenced to really take some action, really make some changes in your life, and some advancements, you know. So there could be a relationship thing going on here. I do see some Aquarians maybe having to let go of that relationship, or maybe you do get into a relationship and it is beneficial to the changes that you want to make, you know, to the opportunities that you want to have. And it makes a really big impact on you, you know. That can happen too. It can be some good things, but definitely some social stuff changing, and relationships with other people are definitely going to change for you guys with this eclipse. So the second eclipse that happens in February is on February 26th, and it's in the sign of Pisces. So that means the sun is here in Pisces, which is your second house, and the moon is here in Pisces, which is your second house. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Pisces. Here's Pisces. Duh. Sun and moon are here. They also join Neptune, which is the ruling planet of Pisces, and it represents letting go and releasing. And also the South Node is here, which represents letting go and releasing. So there's something you're going to have to let go of when it comes to your finances. And I don't want you to get scared, Aquarius, and think, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job and lose my money or anything like that. There can be some financial changes that happen, but maybe they're for the better. Maybe you have to release a way that you were earning your money before. Like, it can be you yourself releasing a job because you want to go after greater opportunities, you know, better than what you have already. Go after more money, go back to school, and maybe, like, you know, some of you guys, if you have it to where you can still quit a job and be secure, maybe some of you will be quitting your job and focusing on going back to school and completing that schooling, so that maybe, you know, when Jupiter moves into your career house in October, this is a little sneak peek of this year, 2017, then you guys can really go after the great career that you really want and the advancement that you really want, to put you in a high position in life. So there can be just some letting go here when it comes to money, or maybe it's letting go of, see, this is also the house of value and worth. That can mean how you value yourself and self-worth. So maybe some of you guys don't really have that great of a sense of self-worth, especially because Neptune has been in your second house of self-worth for years now, you know. So that means giving yourself away too freely, giving your power away to others too freely. If other people disrespect you, some of you guys may be like, oh, okay, I don't even know if I'm worthy enough to fight back, because maybe they might be right, you know. That's just a little example of how that can possibly play out. But maybe this is a time to let go of that, because you are worth something more and greater than that. A lot of Aquarians are not really emotional. Aquarius isn't an emotional sign. If you're an emotional Aquarius, it's because you have other energies, like in a water sign or in an emotional house in your chart. But this can be an emotional time for you, though. Letting go and releasing is always, you know, can be emotional. So just letting go of, like, the idea that maybe you're not worthy of something, maybe you're not worthy of great opportunities, maybe you're not worthy of a great relationship, that will have to be released during this time. So those are just a couple of ways that that eclipse in Pisces can play out for you guys in February. All right, so that's it for your February 2017 forecast, Aquarius. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you would like a personalized reading from me, for me to look at your charts, I do have a readers page on Astrolada.com. So go visit me there and we can get something scheduled. I would love to read for my Aquarian peoples. All right, so take care of yourselves. Have a great month and have an awesome birthday to my February born Aquarians.